for stick it at that. Do record. Twin Cities Oxygen, welcome. I need to do that with the thing on. Hold on. Yeah, see? Okay. Let me wipe this out real quick. My bad, y'all. I'll get in a better position in a second here. Yeah, we're over here at the lake. Okay, let's do this right. Here, let me just do one at a time here because it's a slower tempo. Now I can turn that off. 4, okay. Doing all right, how you doing? So right now I have the EQ and man, this should not be on the plate. Turn you off. Go off. Okay. Go to the mix real quick. The visual EQ, I thought that I would be able to control it by hand here on the screen. And it doesn't look like that's the case. Let me get up real quick in a different position. Yo, we're at the lake we normally go to, except for it's all drained out. We're technically under where the water is. So, yeah, and you could hardly see it on the screen with the glare over here. We'll get it in a better spot though. Okay, so this is on one of the presets over here. Let me get this down a little bit lower so you guys can see this. Apollo Hanzo Gaming, Linda's son, welcome. Yeah, sure is. Yeah, this is a lake we normally go to, except one detail over here. October 1st is when they drain it. So usually all this space right here is underwater. So like we're over here in this whole spot. This is where we take the kayak out. The MPC over here, you could tell by those still stripped out trees where they get the most sun. That's why it's all yellow and bright over there, because that's where the most sun gets over there. And then yeah, over here. How you doing? Okay, let me get in a better position here so you guys can see a little better. I can't really do much about the glare for now, so you guys will just have to deal with it a little bit. Apollo Hanzo's real life channel. How you doing? Trust my monkeys. Welcome. All right. So as far as the features here go, I haven't really spent too much time with them. The reverb is legit. I like it. You're hearing it now on the drums. The EQ is on the drums too. I just have the preset set to the kick. This is set to snare. I'm gonna do this one for it. So let me go back here to the main. Let me hit a new track over here. We're at 120. What's a good 120 BPM? I think Faded Real's got some good 120s in there. Maybe. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do Faded Reels for the percussive elements. Okay, we'll see what we can do here. Definitely not that. Nope. No, I need some hats, man. I need some something. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right about there. Okay, right about there sounds about good. So I'll just do that. Let me get my thing all cockeyed. Okay. Getting there. So I guess in the interest of looking at some of these things or listening to some of these things, I'll throw, what do they got? They got the Para EQ on it. Take that out. I'll throw in the EQ Pro. What is it? Visual EQ. That's what the kids are looking for over here. And just throw in some of the presets real quick, because I just want to check and see what they have for presets. I'm not a real big fan of EQ presets, but you know, they might have some standard stuff in here that'll be helpful. I mean, we're just doing a little hat here, so probably the snare. It's a little tighter here without. Okay, yeah, it's a bit snappier. So it does its thing, you know, it does what an EQ does. Now, I guess the big question here for everybody is it worth the $100 it is right now for it? Man, these fish are out here really, really going deep here. You know, they're isolated to this whole area, so I don't know how many they pigeonhole over here, but they got a lot of them jumping out. Anyways, so like I was saying, like, what is your excuses to not have an MPC Live 3? I don't know. Well, right now financial, but there's not really any excuse really. You know, it has the things that I would want out of here. Mainly the inputs. The XLR is like a big one for me. But you know, the improved pads, after feeling those pads, I'm like, ugh. You know, they really do the trick. So that's the thing. Plugins are plugins. So, and here's another thing about it. Let me go to the instrument here, because I also got some other surprises for you guys over here. Let's go to the main and switch to over here. I got some stuff over here. So let's go with the newest first and see how this operates over here. You guys might be able to see it. So, yeah, you know, the pads are an improvement. Obviously, the improvement in CPU and everything. The build is a lot better. I was saying that it's metal, but it's more like a coated aluminum. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. The built-in mic is also a big deal. I was watching Midlife Synthesis, and he recorded on the mic input on the fly, so that was a pretty big deal. So I think I'll be using that as well for like spot recording, even though I do have a sample recorder, having everything in place. There's really not many excuses other than to just not jump on the bandwagon and get what you need for how you feel. Yeah, that's another thing, the improvement in the sound of the speaker and you know, stuff like that. You know, the technical aspect of the stuff that are improvements on it are definitely worth to be considered. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much excuse from my position, especially here having a YouTube channel, to not get one, and rightfully so. We'll get one in due time. So let's say the speakers are also a huge. They're not a huge improvement. I was in Guitar Center, and it seems like the. Let's see if we can see it. You guys will hear them a little bit better. No, you guys can't see them through the thing. As far as the sound goes, the bottom heaviness was seemingly removed, so it's a bit more crisp. I think sonically it sounds better. I don't think it's a huge difference as far as punchiness. I don't think it's any louder volume-wise. So looking at the diaphragms of the speakers and stuff like that, they look exactly the same. But they don't sound exactly the same, but it's not that much of an improvement. It's not that much of a difference. Sonically, probably if I got it into a room and were really to discern the difference, maybe, I'd be like, okay, this is the big difference. But with how much use I get out of this speaker by doing this kind of thing here, like I could tell you right away that there is a difference. It's not that big, and volume-wise, it's not big here. So I got this Luxa Native Instruments. I got a few of them. I got Sway, I got Homage, and the what was the other one? Analog Dreams. I couldn't fit Analog Dreams in here because I'm still waiting for a drive, and I gotta put the drive in here so I could fit the other stuff in here. So, but as far as this goes, like Cabernet, I don't know. Let me see what kind of cool stuff is on it, because it says it's like pop hits, so there's probably like a bunch of stuff that I don't want in here. So I'll probably go, let's go directly to the pads, because the pads are shit. I think we have a winner there right away, so that's all right. All right, let's go. Let's do something like that. Hooray for Quantize, huh? See, sometimes Quantize is your friend. So that's that Luxa. All right, not bad. Can't really hear much of it on this side as far as the difference. Oh, that's why it's only one-sided. Add something else, see if we get it. Ooh, that's a little bit more beefy. Tyrone Sellers, what is good? Welcome. Double trigger the pads. Yeah, I probably will. Maybe I'll just. What type of drive you're gonna put in there, and what would you recommend? Everybody, do you have to format it? Okay, so I think you do have to format it. I think you could do it within the box. God, I haven't installed a drive on an MPC in, I don't know, 4 years or something. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. The one that I got is not a brand I would recommend, I don't think. I mean, I'm prejudging it, I guess. I'm kind of over here, poo-pooing it before I get it. I got it off of Sweetwater. But it's not like a WD or a SanDisk or anything like that. I usually go with SanDisk. They have what turbo speed that does whatchamacallit, like a shock resistance or whatever type of deal. But that's not going to be a big deal for things over here because I'm going to mount it in place. Hey man, sell that thing. I got $500 for you right now. Nah, actually, one of the main reasons why the big selling point for getting an MPC Live 3 for us here is that this here belongs to Lil Tussin. Our 9-year-old has been deprived of this because his asshole father has been coming out here and taking it out just to entertain the likes of you folks. I'm just kidding. It's all good. Yeah, no. No, the other one, the MPC One Plus, belongs to somebody else. Over here, the Live 2 belongs to Little Tussin, which leaves us MPC less. So that is the main selling point of getting a Live 3, is because this belongs to our kid, and we need to quit bogarting it and doing what we're doing just to entertain the masses. You know, we're depriving children over here, guys. No, you know, in all fairness, he's had shit to do, going to school and everything like that. You know, we just got back from Ohio doing all that kind of stuff. He's been thoroughly entertained. He just started choir. So, like, we're all good. Okay, so I think I'm good there. Actually, you know, I think for something like that, so even though on here, let me go to the main on the second. Okay, so where is the damn thing? Throw that on there. Is it on there? Okay. Where do I have the thing at? Okay, so even though there's reverb on the Luxa itself, again, in the interest of trying to see what these... Oh, wrong one. That is the hat. I got that one on the wrong one. So they have reverb themselves on the Luxar over here. So let me go into here and show you guys. Come on. All right. So layer, the B. Where's the effects? Okay, over here. Here we go. So here's the effects that are on here specifically. So as you can see, there's a reverb on here. So it's not really that. I mean, it's on a pretty high mix right now. So let me turn it all the way up. Let me take it off a plate. Let me go with like a hall. Hall would be better for this. So it sounds okay. You know, it goes with the instrument, so it's fine. But let me turn the reverb off of here, go in the mix, and throw on the Reverb Pro so we could ascertain what the Reverb Pro can do as a reverb here as far as sound. So it already kind of muddied the waters over here, but that's a classic vintage on full. So I'm just going through the presets real quick first. Can you trigger the FX with the new buttons like the flex beat and such? Oh, okay, like, I think, you talking about like with the clip launch? I think you can. Yeah, I'll have to, I'll try to find out. I'll look in the thing for the clip launch here, because I'm interested in that, because I was watching, Midlife Synthesis go through the song that he was going through earlier. And it really was interesting because he was showing off some of the ways that you trigger the pads and everything going through it, and he was going through the clip launch and showing off some of the features there, and I was like, oh, I think I might be interested in the clip launch. So yeah, they have everything like normal reverbs would have, because obviously it's a normal reverb. You know, it's just a VST, but like, I mean, they're shining it on as like, you know, this great thing. So you know, we got to see. You know, at least it has so ambience, chamber, room, halls. Like I said, halls better for this one. So let's go through the halls and see what they got here for the things, while the biplanes and helicopters go through. Yeah, you know, and that's another thing. Like, we already have fabric, so the fabric select doesn't mean anything. What's good? This world needs a hero. How you doing? Yeah. Snare hall, massive hall. Cloud. That sounds a little bit better. Let me pull up the pre-delay on it. You could kind of see it through the glare. My bad, y'all. I thought I was good over here. Hey, it's good down here underneath where the water normally is at. We're at the lake that we normally are at here. Only one key difference for those who didn't see earlier, I'll show you guys again. The key difference here is that they just drained the lake on the 1st of the month. The 1st of October is when they drain the lake over here. So all this stuff is usually underneath the water. So I didn't know it was that deep over here. I didn't realize it. So but yeah, we're doing the damn thing, just hanging out at the lake. Little Tussin and Mama Tussin out here, you know, hanging out as well. You know, they're at the playground, so we're over here checking out the Pro Pack while we're over here. So let me get up just a little bit more. My foot is numb. Numb foot, numb foot, numb foot. Numb foot, numb foot, numb foot. Got a boot on the numb foot, numb foot. Okay, so I think I'm kind of okay with that. So let's see. So I guess this is what makes the Reverb Pro. It has these other features in here. So it looks like it has the features of the types. So this one's in Opera House. Let's go to church. Let's just go, how about this? Let's just go up to the top of the environments over here. Come on. Running a bit slow on the live too. Okay, booth. Okay, let's see. I don't notice any difference there sonically. Eternian, welcome. Sniggy Mo. But will you grab the Live 3 soon? Yeah, we'll probably get it in the next round for the Christmas season. So we'll probably have it before the year's up, which is very unorthodox for us. You know, usually I like to wait at least a year and a piece of gear is out, just to make sure that there's no fumbling around. And, you know, especially with the track record of Akai and the things that have gone on over the years. But after, you know, messing with it directly at Guitar Center and seeing some of our friends here in this space work with it and hearing it, it seems to me like we're good to go. We're just going to give it a couple months here and see how it goes. The MacGuffin Files, welcome. A new or used one? Absolutely. You think a used one will be ready by then? Okay. Large chamber. I don't know if you can see that screen over here. That'll be the real thing if you'll see people's going up there. Okay, those don't see. Okay, they're called early reflections. It doesn't seem too dynamically different. The tail over here, quite a bit to control. So good on that. Let me take off that hat. It's kind of bothering me. We don't need to hat it up over here. Where we were at, what we were doing, we were looking at the reverb, huh? This is my old ass try. Did you see George G say he saw one used already, only 100 off of the live stream? That's insane. Yeah, there are a lot of people out, not a lot of people. There's a group of people out there that do what us humans do, especially here in America. And they take something that is so popular and they buy it, a few of them, so when they become out of stock, they can go around and resell them. But if they're reselling something that has been used and only cutting $100 off, that seems like some falling off the truck type shit. For real. But even then, why would it be the same price? Just use a Saguaro as an MPC desk, bro. Love the view. Appreciate it. Destructo! Ronnie, you're welcome. Yeah, this is our favorite lake. This is the one that we normally come to. We're just on this side of it where it's drained. So I wanted to get somewhere that had a good view so I could kick back, take my time with this a little bit. You know, if we end up cutting out over here because the, stream gods do what they do, you guys know what it is. Okay, so, and then the EQ dynamics, there's EQ and compression on the reverb over here. So these are all the elements that make it professional. So, okay, I assume that other thing's a limiter. Because, like, it has this one over here, like the compression is already... Okay, nope, that's the EQ and that's a compressor. Okay, gotcha. It's kind of weird that they put the EQ text all the way over here, but the button to control it's way over here, but yet the compressor, they're like, oh, it's right underneath here. See? Convenient, huh? I mean, I get it. It's not... I'm not getting my bitch on or anything like that. It's just a weird thing to do. Alright. This is called Lacamas Lake. More specifically, this is Round Lake. This is the other side of Lacamas Lake. This is a man-made lake. They actually, like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they carved out this piece of forest here and created this man-made lake as like a place, because they had a lot of fishermen and all that other stuff. They needed a recreational place. And yeah, we've been all up in here. This is where we went with the kayak and the MPC, going all the way down. We've been to the waterfall up in here. And yeah, you know, we've gone through here, especially here on the live streams. We've made beats in the rain out here. It's a dope spot for sure. This is on the borderline, right where Camas meets Vancouver, Washington. Okay, let's do something else to this over here. Not this over here, but that's pretty much. I mean, it does other. I mean, what can you say? It's a reverb. It's a pro reverb, so it does other things. It has the early reflection menu. It has the tail menu that operates. All the parameters over here from the room size, so you could dial in each piece that you could have there. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, and then the EQ dynamics over here. Whoa. You know how valuable this is? Well, wouldn't try to take it away from me. If it were that valuable, I'd protect it more, wouldn't I? Son of a bitch. History lessons with Viral. Yeah, you know, I'm writing a book about the history of my family, so I've dug into a lot of the history of this town because my family has a history of this town. Okay, make sure this doesn't fall off the end over here, so. Got some Mike Tyson weed in my pocket. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Look at Tyson. All right, let's get a new track going. Let's see what else we got going on. I don't even know what we did over there. And see, let's actually we'll do one over here because we still got to do a bass, right? But this is the thing about the bass, and let's go new track on that. So a couple of the things that I got here, and I kind of tested them out ahead of time. Gee, what is good? Welcome. No, this is Lacamas Lake. This is actually this is Round Lake on the other side of Lacamas, around by the waterfall and the dam and all that other stuff where the fishing is done, where most of the fishing is done. Okay, so let's go to I think it's Homage. It's either that or Sway. Well, we'll find out right now. Homage. So this is another Native Instruments kit that we got here. It's not a kit. It's not an expansion like that. It's like you control it with both hands over here. It's it says Epic Upright for the preset. Let's see what they have in here. They got Epic Upright, bass, keys, pads, synth. Let's go to bass here because that's what we need over here. Mitch bass. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, word. What up, man? How's it going, G? Yeah, we went fishing over here, brother. Man, I haven't seen you up here in a minute. Yeah, we're still in the same spot, bro. You just come check us out sometime. Same exact spot. Going on 5 fucking years. Can you believe that shit? Lil Tusson's over here, 9 years old. Talk about 4th grade. All right. That sounds... All right, shit. I think I like that one over here. Appreciate you coming through, man. Actually, I need to come through your spot too, cause yeah, we're right up here, so we got a decent ride now going. Not that little doom buggy we had going on. Whew. This is his MPC, actually. He's in choir and everything. This is his first year in public school, actually. Yeah. Yeah, man, we'll link up, dude, for sure. I'll hit you up on IG. I think I got a new number and shit, so All right, let's this is the perfect type of, even though just like with the other Native Instruments instrument, even though it has its own EQ on it, just because we're trying to take a look here at some of the Akai Pro features, I want to, you know, maybe not the reverb because it's not really needed. The EQ is not really needed either, but I still want to navigate around it to. I'm kind of. It kind of sucks that it's not one of those things that you could just control with your finger over here like that. Bass synth, sub bass. Okay, it starts with bass, so this is bass guitar. This is their bass guitar setup. Yeah, he is. Too smart for his own good. Alright, I'm not going to go through all the settings over here because it's taking me to like acoustic guitar and everything. There's piano, all that other stuff. Let's see what old speaker sounds like. Not for this one. That's cool. And then phone setting. Oh, that's cool. You know, for people that don't know, it's not really that don't know. It's like a quick way to get the you know, the megaphone sound and like other popular sounds that you would look for in an EQ. So that's not bad. Yeah, take care, man. Appreciate you. I'm definitely getting this son of a bitch dirty. Yeah, that's the thing about the new MPCs, guys. You know, do you want to take them out in an environment like this? Because I mean, look at this one. I mean, yes, the new ones they'll be cleaner. You know, there's a lot less ability, but those pads will still get scuffed up. You know, it's kind of hard to say, you know, that you would want to bring that out in an environment like this and risk, you know, having sand on it for several weeks at a time, like we still have sand on it from the ocean. Is there a difference between the Live 2 pads and the Live 3 pads? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a huge difference within the pads. And it's crazy because I saw, this is the thing. You know, Bolo says that they're about the same, and maybe they might feel that way to him. Accurate Beat said that they feel way different than everything. I could tell you, and that's one of the reasons why I showed it. If you look at one of the shorts that I posted from Guitar Center of the pads, it was just me basically like rubbing my fingers on the pads because the texture of them is really different. It has a little bit more press to them. And it also has the texture in the middle too, so they not only feel different when you rub your finger against them, but when you trigger them as well, they hit different than these. They're not flat, straight pads like that. They're, yes, sure, they're flat, but they're mostly like a spring. They have more push to them. I wouldn't say they're like spring. They're not like the MPC 3000 or anything. Okay. So I think we did okay there with that bass. You know, I was kind of worried about these Native instruments first, but they seem to be doing okay. Yeah, no problem. That was one of the first things that yeah, not only myself, but others, you know, within this circle wanted to find out for ourselves is the difference between the new pads and the other ones. And the biggest question was with the 4 parameters, would it be a difference as far as the give? And there's actually less. It's actually a lot more girth to it. You know, it may be subtle to some people, but is bro on live radio? Seems like it, right? How you doing? Welcome. All right, what else are we gonna put on this? So, what are some of the other features? So, you got the EQ, you got the, and what's the other one? A clipper? I mean, see, I don't really care about that either. My main interest, I guess, would be to see which one we're going to over here. Scream for $5, huh? Scream's nothing for $5. Yeah, throw that super chat up. How loud am I supposed to? You know, it's funny because last time I was in here, I put the. Oh, let me bring the hi hat back. And you know, I think I might want to do a different thing with the hi hat, like a swing. When I was here last time, I screamed when I was in the middle of the lake with the kayak, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And it made it sound like I was screaming for dear life. I was like, "Oh, sorry guys, sorry." Okay, so we're on the second one over here. Let's throw the effects on. Let's see what. Ooh, we got that on it too. Did I put it on there? I didn't put it on there, did I? Let me take that off. I'll do the flex on that. Maybe I'll get some swing with the flex beat. And see, another reason why we're out here, I'm kind of stress testing this too with the new 3.6 and the, no, I'm not gonna do that. We'll do a stutter. Yeah. What the hell kind of bug was that? You guys didn't see it, but I'm over here. I think I'll do that. I think I'll let it jump around. Why not? And you know what? I think I'll turn it up. So I didn't see much on the clip launch as far as things to do over here. Been very specific with the use here with the MPC. So there's definitely going to be a lot more exploring moving forward. So let's throw in the plug-in over here. We're going to stick to, let's see. Okay, so in the interest, since we're doing this over here as far as what we're looking at, I do have the Fabric Select installed. So let's go ahead and look at that. Let's see what's included in Fabric Select, okay? Even though we don't personally need it because I have Fabric over here. Yeah. Okay, so let's so this is Studio Grand here. Keys, Studio Grand. Let's pull it up a little bit so you guys can see over here. Z589, welcome. So a little bit, these are the keys. They got some strings going, not very many, just a couple. Let's Oh. Not bad sounding as far as the strings go. I mean, again, this is just for you guys who don't have fabric, or you guys who are just curious to see what they have. Pitched percussion bells. Okay. Little bit. Pads. A few pads. So it's got... You know what I like about the Live 3? You could transfer files straight into your DAW. No drag and drop. Well, shit, that's worth it right there. Goddamn, Tyrone. I'm fucking sold. Like, yeah, they've really put the convenience out here. That pad sounded great. Let's see what else they got. Sorry, I didn't mean to tip it up past the thing over here. Hey, you can see my stupid face. Hey. Plugs and synths. A little bit. Synth bass. Got a few. So, yeah, a decent amount. I mean, enough to come with it, because think about it this way. Fabric is, what, 300 bucks? 250 bucks? It's 250, right? We got it on sale for 50. But even then, if you have to choose, and fabric never goes on sale, so it's like a twice a year event. So we were just lucky enough to get it by the skin of our teeth. And we got it though. But still, if you don't have it and you decide to go in for the Pro instead, the Pro being $100, you know, $100 is a bit steep. You know, the reverb looks like it goes the distance. It sounds okay. You know, got the reverb on the main over here. You know, the reverb is also on the drums, the snare and the bass drum. Fabric is dope. Yeah, for sure. What's up, JC? Yeah, fabric is definitely dope. So if you don't have it and want to go in on the Akai Pro, then, I mean, it's worth it to have it. I have this installed here because I don't have room for fabric right now, because I still haven't put the drive on here yet. So let's see, what else we got? We got, we're in the pad section. So leads, let's see what we got for a saw lead. I mean, can't wait till November 1st. Yeah, I bet. I told my wife, she was like, oh, I was like, yeah, but you gotta realize how dope that's gonna be for him to just be there with it. And she's like, oh, yeah. We're excited for you, man. I'm going to put 4 months on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Be like that kid on Chappelle's show. I'm going to put a hurt in that bitch. Choir's brass. He can give you some choir brass, okay? I found you could program the touch strip on the Live 2 through the MIDI programming. Touch strip is a little intensive, CPU intensive. Really interesting. Interesting. All right, so let's go to the main over here. I'm gonna pull up. If I could see. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Okay, what was the other one I got? Sway. You don't got all the answers, Sway. As you could tell, I got more of the urban type stuff, you know, the stuff that we're gonna use here. And just like all the others, like its instrument, it's got its layers on it. It's pretty interesting, and the other stuff that it has to go with it. So, and then everybody's favorite, a Matrix, so that's cool. And just like everything else, it has the effects mod reverb. So far on the Native Instruments stuff, it's okay. You know, I don't have any issues with it. I mean, obviously we used a couple of them over here for what we're doing on this particular piece. So let's see. Let's go into the forest pads. That sounds promising. Got any trout? Yeah, they dump fish in here. They fill it up. So when they do their next round over here, they're gonna fill it back up for the season. It gets up to 60 feet. I mean, it takes a bit of load time on them, but that's to be expected. Appreciate you. 005 Dynasty. Yeah, you've been on it, man. Akai 2, go Akai 3. Don't be a bad influence. That's dope. Karklin, yes. Welcome. I like that. Woo! Okay, and instead of using the sway reverb, we are going to use the pro reverb. It's like you see more of my stupid face through the echo. Oh no, there ain't nothing wrong with the Live 2. Anybody saying there's something wrong with the Live 2, they're trying to sell you something. Anybody says there's something wrong with Live 2 is trying to sell you a Live 3. Or a lie. A lie and a Live 3. How about that? Yeah, no need to upgrade. Just make great music with what you have. Yeah, and that's the thing here about the rush to get something out conversation. You know, people getting their feelings about not having the latest thing as if they need it to be better at producing. Like, oh, I need that. I can't be better unless I do this. I can't do this unless I do that. And it's like, well, aren't you good with what you have? Because you know what? Most of us could get down on just about anything. It's like I said, I'll tell you one thing. I ain't taking, I'll be taking this son of a bitch out. This will be the one I'll be taking out to the lake and everything. I won't be taking out no Live 3 to the lake. That'll be the in-house. But you think I'm going to rush out and get an X after that? Hell no. But yeah, be happy with what you got. Don't second guess your skill or production. And on that note, I think I'm going to spark up this Tyson. Shout out to Mike Tyson. I gotta find my damn lighter. Alright, let's see if we can get different on the reverb. Oh no, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take it out. Don't get it twisted here. We're gonna take it out. We're just not gonna get it wet and throw it in the rain and shit and open up the sunroof while it's drizzling and shit. We ain't gonna be nearly as reckless. There ain't gonna be no... Well, maybe there will be a kayak MPC3. Fuck it. Scare the living shit out of everybody all over again. Why not? Fuck them if they can't take a joke. For real. Alright, well, I guess I am getting up. Where are you at here, man? Ah, there it is. Ah. Sorry, guys, I'm behind this camera getting all situated. Take the XSE to the beach. I wonder what the X gonna be like now. See, there you go. haven't even jumped into the 3 yet and already talking about the X. Nah, it's something to be considered because you know they're gonna do the X next and then they're gonna go all the way down the line. Ooh, that shit is purple as fuck. It is as punch, that's why. Again, salute to Mike Tyson. Alright, what do we got here? Ugh. Now I can sit down and relax. This fool and his fatties over here, his little... Better watch it, YouTube will cancel me for that. I got the SC, but I can't go nowhere. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, let's go to the main real quick. Let's see. What are we on in the mix? We got them all going? We don't got this one going. Alright, now we'll do a new track. Alright. What's the expression pad and all the Q links, man? That's gonna be fun, yeah. Might even add speakers. You know, Destructo and myself were talking yesterday about whether or not they were going to do all that to the one, because like you essentially can't really fit all of those buttons on that small unit, can you? I mean, let's see what we got here. Oh shit, I didn't even notice I was on record mode. Alright. Yeah, I bet. It's got all the parameters you need for sure. Woo! He said I need to hit 16 bars over that beat. Yeah, I need to do something with it. I like it. I don't know about this this extra over here. Yeah, see, that's another thing, because this is Little Tusson's MPC, I haven't really loaded it up. I mean, I got my drive back there with the samples and everything, but I haven't programmed my kits or anything like that. Alright. And I'll have to do the clip launch some other time, because that's going to take some serious like getting into here, because it's a lot different on here than it would be on the 3. So I'm not really sure on how all that works just yet. I don't want to fumble around on here and try to figure it out. I'd rather dig into some of these other settings and figure out what we're doing over here. I don't know about that cricket chirping. A lot of stuff on here. Little 5 maximizer. What was the other one? What was the other plugin out of the Pro? So you got the EQ, right? You have the reverb. And then you have, there's 4 of them, right? Fabric Select, which was the 4th one. So what's the 3rd? The 3rd was just a clipper, wasn't it? Isn't it just a Pro clipper? Yeah. So that's it. Just the 3 plugins and the Fabric Select. Oh, this is one of those beats I'd rap fast to. It's about the same tempo as that one, right? Observer of Thoughts, welcome. Advanced CV and advanced Q-links. Yeah, and I don't have any stuff set up right now for that as far as that goes. Yeah, more on the way for sure. What's up, the Vapors? The clip launch has a feeder. Just use the script. How do I get into the clip launch? I haven't even looked up any of that stuff. On the Live 3, it's just dedicated buttons and stuff like that. So doing some of the things there. What was I doing to this one? I was gonna go ether on it. Let me do harmonic. I'll do I think I'll do flex and jump it around a bit. Do like a stutter type of deal. Oh, that's dope. You guys might not be able to hear that, but it like pans it around in the background. That's dope. Kind of. Regionally, yes. It's about 3 hours north from where I'm at. I'm closer to Portland, like 15 minutes from Portland. What was the thing that I wanted to do here? I don't want to do CV or anything like that. Plug in, key group. Oh, not bad. So I messed that one up too. What was I trying to do? See, I can't think now that I'm all brain dead. I was just trying to get an extra one to throw on here. All right. Why not? Okay, so as we saw, Fabric Select is an okay amount of stuff. It's good if you don't have it. If you have it, which a lot of us do, I would say most of us do, but that's a $250 plugin. Most of us, yeah. The Blarney Blatant Network. What is good? Welcome. Reconsidered Music Sketchpad. How you doing? We're over here at this lake that has been drained out on October 1st. So we are what normally would be underwater. So right up here is where the water line would be. So normally we'd be out in the kayak all the way up to here. So, but they drained it a bit over here. Give a last little view going on. If you guys remember. So yeah, we're kind of hiding here in a little crevice, you know, staying away from the sun and the, you know, all the trees over there or whatever. So yeah, Just down here, just chilling it. We just crept up through over here, came up over here, posted up, threw down, as we normally do. Yeah, people start second guessing when new equipment comes out, and start thinking, hey, I need this or I need that, and the truth is you just need yourself. Because as it's been explained, and we all know what the deal is around here, you do what you do, you get what you get, you do what you can with what you have, but none of us need any of this shit, especially if you got a computer. But it's good to have fun stuff that you enjoy producing with, especially if your workflow is sped up and your sound ends up improving as a result of it. We all have to figure out sonics on our own and develop our own way of coloring what we need to. Everybody has, their own preferred output. If you could tell one of Andy Mack's demonstrations that he did, he had the output sounding very clear and it was robust enough, but it was a bit thinner because it was set to the standard of what he was normally used to, which is the traditional sense of what the new age of having, negative 14 LUFS under whatever, there's a very specific dynamic range that you try to stay within, so nothing outshines another. It's basically a group of engineers out here and people that do music that just are looking for a flat frequency and everything, leaving it up to the user to adjust the way that they want to. But when you're making hip-hop music, you want that bass to hit, you want that snare to crack, you want that drum to hit. So in an effort to do that, we all color it the way that we need to and do what we have to with the machines that we get, So while Andy Mack may be on most of the electronic music stuff and, functionality-wise, he does a great job playing the machine and doing what he does, making it work. His sonics don't sound like EA Ski's sonics. And, there's a whole bunch of us out here, especially those who procured an MPC Live 3. Everybody's got their own way of making it sound. So, but people get insecure about, not having the right thing for the job or missing out. It's that fear of missing out, on what is the best thing for the job. And you know what? The best thing for the job is what's in front of you. No matter what that is. Monger, what is good? Welcome. Enjoyed your premiere earlier. Andy, probably 20 takes. Yeah, see, there's something to be said about that too. I mean, he is a wizard on the MPC doing the finger drum, and don't get me wrong, he has to, it's a good thing too, good on him. But he also, it's just kind of like what EA Ski was saying this morning. He's getting excited about the SSL, the Revival or whatever, which is a great piece, great channel strip. I want it too, specifically for my vocals. $2,000, is a bit steep. But, as excited as he is with that, he should be that excited about the sonics in the MPC Live 3. But also he probably has been, because he's been sharing that excitement with people doing some of these promos. So good on him, and good on anybody who's got a Live 3, and good on anybody who's sticking to a Live 2. Whatever you do to do what you do the way that you do it, just do the damn thing, There ain't no sense of getting bogged down in the conversation, fucking around, or getting insecure about the shit, For sure. You only see the best of storage. Oh, yeah. Yo, a lot of us know, You know, the darkness that lurks behind closed doors. And that fool probably in his best moments has never been recorded during the prime moments of his peak, you know. But coming out there, you know, doing the damn thing. That's the thing about it. Nobody out here is perfect. We all have our journey. We all have all our faults. We all have our circumstance in life, you know. We all have our needs. We all have our wants. We all have our insecurities. We all have our skill level. So it's just a factor, a culmination of factors at play that really are the determining issue here. What are you going to do? We'll probably get one. As a matter of fact, I know we're going to get one. We're on the list to get one. So, but Lil Tussins, he deserves his MPC back. You got to love noise. Fuck music. Yeah, right? Yeah, for sure. I hear what you're saying. Let's take out, is that one? I think it's that one. So yeah, I think that's it for us over here. I'm gonna go catch up with Mama Tussin and Little Tussin over here in the playground and see what this little hellion's getting into while I'm over here bogarting his MPC Live 2. You know, it's funny because he was like, oh, you mean you're gonna get an MPC Live 3 so I could have my Live 2 back? I was like, you know your daddy ain't shit. You know your daddy ain't shit, son. You damn right I'm getting the Live 3. And yeah, you'll be able to get your Live 2 back and play with it and do the damn thing. It's a pretty place over here for sure. I like it. You know, it's a dope spot. You know, it's very versatile. I'll come back through on here and do some waterfall explorations. But as far as everything goes here on the new stuff over here and the upgrades over here, the visual EQ, you know, you can't move it around with your finger. I mean, maybe you can, I just can't figure it out yet, you know, who knows? We didn't mess with it too much. I mean, it's there, it works, it does its thing, it sounds okay. There's nothing wrong with it in particular. You know, I'm not gonna poo-poo on something that moves the needle and, you know, sounds okay. The reverb does its thing. You know, all these things lined up together. You're talking 3 plugins plus the Fabric Select that a lot of us don't need. It may or may not be worth it. The big thing here, I guess, would be if you need the features of the clip launch. It also, the Pro comes with the stem separation. However, the stem separator, you can't use the advanced stem separator without the MPC Live 3. So I was watching somebody's, you know, I think it was Akai that was talking about that. So stoked about 3/4, trying to do the Vols last year. Yeah, word. I think you can on desktop. Yeah. That's another thing. So either on desktop or the Live 3, but you can't do it on the Live 2 or any of the other older machines. What's the other thing? So you got the clip launch, which is essentially merging Akai Force into the live workflow. So that's cool. I like that. I like this beat. This actually worked out. So, and over here, as far as the stuff goes for the plugins, we didn't use many kits on here, and this is what I meant when I was on the other live stream talking about the that they have essentially made this more of an instrument, because that's one of the things with the Native Instruments collaborative expansions that they put through, because the expansions that they put through on these instruments, they actually work really well. But more importantly, you know, what I was thinking about going through the expression and the sound as far as thing goes, yeah, 'tis the season for sure. Watusis, what's good? Yeah, perfect timing. And yeah, I think with all that, the expression, when I was looking at some of the, let's see, what is it? This one over here. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Come on. No, that's not it, is it? Home, there it goes. So on these here, these Native Instruments-ish stuff. So these are great. I've only had these for a couple of days here. I actually got, so I got Sway, Homage, Analog Dreams, and the new one, which is what the main on here is too. So that's this one over here. So this is the new one, this main sound, this lead that's on here. Oops. It takes a little bit to boot up, but that's probably because of the live too. So this was just released with the duets. And duets is okay. We were there for the launch of duets when they released it for the desktop for Contact. And it's okay. We made a whole beat with it and everything like that. A little trendy, not really cool for what we want or whatever. So I wanted to stick to stuff that was more like the stuff that we like over here. And the Luxa was just shot in the dark, morbid curiosity. And here it is too, because that's this. Chris Head, welcome. So yeah, not bad. I mean, it's not like the best sounding. I mean, it sounds Native Instruments-y, you know, and yes, Native Instruments has a sound to it, you know, but it's not a bad sound, you know. It's crisp, it's calculated, it does the trick. So then you move this around and it splits between the parameters of what you actually, so you could actually like play with it like an instrument or whatever, you know. So it's cool. Grasshead, check this place out. This is the lake that we normally fancy over here, but they've drained it a whole bunch so they could do some cleaning. So this part is usually submerged where we're at. There's still people doing the kayak and canoeing and all that other stuff, that, you know, going through that. And yeah, you know, pretty dope stuff though. Yeah, so I was gonna get the knocked. I got the dreams, but yeah, yeah. I wanted to get stuff that was more in line for, you know, what we were looking at. So I got that one, the Sway, and the Homage or whatever. So pretty dope stuff over here. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for us over here. Like I said, I'm gonna go meet up with Lil Tussin, Mama Tussin. You know, the reverb's not bad. You know, I like it. It makes a difference. It has a lot of options in it as far as the parameters go, and working on the stuff for the dialing in of everything regarding the space. So that's dope. I like that. You know, the EQ is nothing to sneeze at, but unfortunately it's not controlled. The clipper's just a clipper. I'm not I'm not going to go through the clipper on it because who cares? I mean, the clippers are just clippers, you know? I mean, cool, but yeah. Yeah, right. There's so many reverbs out there, like, yeah. Yeah, I'll leave you guys with that, and yeah, we'll be around for more adventures in the future here, over here with the live 2, and eventually later on down the road, the live 3, and yeah, we're just gonna keep doing what we do around here. We got records to make, folks. Like, none of this shit matters to us as far as the grand scheme of things. Equipment, no equipment, release, no release. Don't get me wrong. It's a great step forward. It's a great improvement. Everything's cool. Eric Rabb, what is good? Welcome. Thanks for stopping through. Yeah, it's definitely a marvel forward, and you know, commend them for actually taking the time to listen to some of our chief complaints and the things that we wanted here. But yeah, we're just doing the damn thing and getting going on the performance, getting going on making the songs that we're working on over here, and dialing in the verses on what we're working on and getting going with that. All this stuff is just icing on the cake. It's just extra tools. It's just extra butter. You know what I mean? Clogging up our fucking arteries and shit. Zeitgeist be damned. You know what I mean? We ain't shit. We got a YouTube channel, you know. But, you know, more importantly, you know, we're out here on the ground, you know, doing the damn thing. So, you know, as soon as we look at them, you guys look at them. You know, that's the whole point of this channel, to look at it. You know, to look at what we're looking at, to listen to what we're listening to do what we're doing, or see what we're doing over here. You know, and it's just, you know, average Sunday. Little Tussin's going back to school, so we're going back to work and just doing the damn thing. So we'll see how things go. It'll be another few months here before we get our MPC. You know, hopefully there won't be an MPC Gate 3. I know some people out here that are really poo-pooing this thing or trying to make the argument happen. But there's people out here sampling vinyl to it. You know, I said just give it a couple days. You know, it's only been a weekday release. You know, it's just the weekend, and things getting through. We'll see how things look on the other side a couple weeks, but as far as now goes, we did get the Pro, so you guys will be seeing that a little bit more, not a lot more, because, I mean, what difference does it make, really? Is it worth the $100? I don't know. It's up to you guys. You know, I got it because I want to fuck with the clip launch. You know, I want to force the live 2. You know, I want the improvement. You can't get this upgrade, the whatchamacallit, the Akai Pro, you cannot get unless you update to the 3.6. So that makes all the difference. Anyways, as Tyrone Sellers is saying here, stay safe, have fun out there. You know, don't listen to anybody's bullshit, talk you out of your dreams and your love for whatever it is you do, you know, and tell you that you ain't good enough, and talk you out of your greatness and all that other stuff, you know. Just do what it does, you know. That's how we're doing around here, and appreciate you guys coming through and checking it out. Yeah, it's all right. We'll see what it looks like as we dig into the weeds here. So take care, everybody. Love y'all. Leave a like on the way out. Do what you can to support the channel or whatever, and yeah, we'll